Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Here we are monitoring Bitcoin minute by minute, hour by hour. We really haven't seen too much in terms of any kind of meaningful move as of late. As of right now, we're seeing the Bitcoin price trading at about 43,700. Guys, we're just in this zone here where, it's kind of a bit of a wait and see period. As you guys know, Bitcoin did hit that high of about 44,700. We got to get up above that if we're going to see this bullish momentum continue. But if we go below this level here, which is roughly around 40,600, that means the bears will have taken over, and chances are we're going to see more downward momentum before we see this uptrend. So altcoins are also going to feel this pressure. I know a lot of you guys are probably very excited that your altcoins are pumping. I know for the Patreon subscribers, you're probably seeing some of those coins really waking up, especially in the last 24 hours. I'm hoping I'm going to get to an update today for my Patreon subscribers. It is the holiday season, and I've got a lot going on right now, so bear with me, guys. We can talk about altcoins right now, a mix of green and red. Mostly in the green, though. We're seeing a percentage up here or there. Greed is at 75 right now, so the crypto market is still looking very, very optimistic. Retail traders are looking pretty interested in what is happening at this moment in time. And, even if we just take a look at, other markets too, like the S&P, traditionally what we see, a bit of a sell-off. Traders, cashing out, rebalancing their portfolios, making sure they have all their ducks in a row for tax season. But guys, for example, we are seeing the S&P 500 match that former high that it saw back in December of 2021, January of 2022. The Dow Jones, let's bring up the Dow Jones here. It has surpassed that all-time high. So things are looking interesting. Just overall, in terms of the financial sector, we've got XRP still trying to make its way up 0.616. But guys, I think, if we do see some kind of a crash, as, some analysts are projecting, this could change the whole landscape for cryptos and traditional assets. Let me explain. This one coming from Utility here on Twitter. This U.S. economist just warned that 2024 will bring the biggest crash of our lifetime and predicts a shocking 86% nosedive for the S&P 500. And here's what he says about his number one only place to hide your money. So basically he is saying this, I think 2024 is going to be the biggest single crash year we will see in our lifetimes. This is coming from Harry Dent. The stock market is no stranger to fluctuations, but Dent's forecast goes beyond the typical market correction. He says, this is the one time I'm telling you, do not listen to your financial advisor. Things are not going to come back to normal for a few years. We may never see these levels again, he stated. And this crash is not going to be a correction. It's going to be more in line with the 1929 to 1932 levels, which was at that point in time, that was the Great Depression. And anybody who sat through that would have shot their stockbroker. So guys, this is directly from an interview. That's an 86% crash in the S&P, and a 92% crash in the NASDAQ. And crypto, it's going to be 96%. So he is suggesting crypto is even going to flounder. What he is saying down here is that he's saying that you should be, well, according to him, maybe this is investment advice, according to Harry Dent. But down here he says, in an October interview with Think Advisor, Dent shared his perspective on the safest investment. Okay, so he's saying some will say that gold will be real money, but I say no, treasury bonds are the safe haven. Even in a downturn, the United States is the best house in a bad neighborhood. So he is saying invest in government treasury bonds. Meanwhile, he's saying this new emerging asset class is going to go down 96%, namely cryptocurrency. Now, I kind of can see where he's saying that the economy is going to crash. I disagree that cryptocurrency is going to take it on the chin like the rest of the economy. I think because this is an emerging asset class, this is going to be different. People are going to see it as something different. People are going to treat cryptos more as currencies, I think. And, again, maybe another reason why we're seeing a lot of these companies kind of come out, create new avenues for people to be able to spend their cryptocurrency because it could be a safe haven. We've even gotten this, guys, from Black Swan capitalists. Central banks continue to buy gold at record highs, setting the stage for a potential gold reevaluation, courtesy of Black Swan capitalists here. Guys, listen to this.
We've seen central bank presidents in Europe explaining how they might be able to use gold revaluation accounts to strengthen the balance sheet of central banks, because central banks are having some difficulties of their own. And that's why I think a gold revaluation is still in the cards.
A gold reevaluation still in the cards. Let me bring up gold, guys. As you can see, gold is also very, very close to all-time high, over $2,000 per ounce. And, some are suggesting that this gold price could really rally, especially if we see the markets crash. But guys, we got to remember, a controlled demolition, when we do see these markets crash, it is going to be contrived. And we've always maintained, moving into cryptocurrency, because blockchain adoption is accelerating so quickly, those coins with real value, those are going to be the coins that I think will last long term. So, there's two things. The spec market right now, where we can make money right now. Those coins, not necessarily utility coins, but for that long-term investment. XRP, one of those cryptocurrencies, and ISO 20022, let's do it, posted this too. Okay, a Franklin Templeton executive said in a report that a pathway to re-engineering the global financial markets can be seen now for the first time. I've got the article up here. Basically, last month, JP Morgan executed its first decentralized finance trade on the public blockchain. The company rolled out programmable payments for its institutional blockchain platform. So this has to do with JPM coin. But apart from JP Morgan, HSBC has also been on the move. So guys, we are just seeing this accelerate. And Franklin Templeton, no stranger to the world of finance. Of course, they are one of the biggies. They are noting blockchain adoption accelerating very, very quickly. So, we do see this economic collapse. The blockchains that are going to rule the world, those that are going to make a difference, namely the XRP ledger, and of course there are going to be a handful of others. These are the coins, guys, we should be focusing on. As Brad Garlinghouse has said, 99% of coins in the future are probably going to go to zero. Now, how long in the future? That is a very good question. The blockchain adoption is accelerating very quickly, but we still are, in my opinion, a ways away. ISO 20022 also bringing this up. Okay, with regards to the Bitcoin ETF. So this is moving very, very quickly. They're saying here that they're going to be reaching 401k and retirement plans. It will be everywhere once this comes out. So another article here, the spot Bitcoin ETF race could quickly reach your 401k retirement plan. This coming from CNBC, so a mainstream news outlet here. Retirement savers who want a taste of Bitcoin without owning the cryptocurrency coin directly could soon gain the access they have been craving. The January 10th deadline is nearing for U.S. regulators to decide whether to allow a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund or an ETF, which would attempt to track the real-time price of Bitcoin, and industry participants are feeling hopeful the U.S. will give it a thumbs up. It remains to be seen how popular such an ETF would be to retail investors, but more than 10 asset managers, including the world's largest, BlackRock, are working to get their version of a spot Bitcoin ETF approved. Note, guys, that this is not necessarily for the retail investor. These ETFs are particularly for the institutional traders, and companies like BlackRock are the ones that are really pushing this. Industry participants predict that after these offerings become available, it won't just be high-risk traders, but also retirement savers who will have more access to crypto as an asset class, either through their company 401k plan or through solo 401ks, if applicable, and self-directed IRAs. So guys, this is part of their plan. I could realistically see them say, we're going to hold off on the approval come January the 10th. I could see that, and I could see the price of Bitcoin cratering, again, giving us another opportunity maybe to scoop up some other cryptocurrencies in the meantime. Remember, this hype was basically built on the fact that, this Bitcoin ETF is coming out, and that all the news is going to be positive, positive, positive. We know that never occurs. So I'm going to keep my eye on it, as I have been doing, guys. Chad Steingraber here also pointing this out. Now, this is just a clip of Anthony Pompliano on Fox Business talking about Bitcoin. We're on the cusp of the biggest marketing blitz in financial market history.
What that means is, as an individual, whether you like it or not, you can't change that, right? There's no one individual who's going to be able to change politics or Congress or any of that stuff. So what you have to start thinking about is, with your portfolio, what are you going to do? Right. And what we've seen is that, again, inflation and debt equals returns in stocks, bonds, commodities, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, etc. And so I think you're going to have an entire generation of people who are growing up in a more financialized world, and they're going to plow all of this capital into financial markets.
Speaking of which, you say that we're right now on the cusp of the biggest marketing blitz in financial market history, and a lot of that's revolving around Bitcoin.
Think about $50 billion or so coming into these ETFs that are going to get approved at some point here in the future. If you look at the fee schedule, that's somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion of annual revenue that's up for grabs. And it's not just for 1 year, that's every single year for perpetuity.
Right.
How much would you spend if I said that there was $500 million that was up for grabs? 100 million, 200 million, 300 million? I don't know what the answer is, but we're about to find out what these firms are going to do.
Okay, they go on later to talk about some of the advertisements that have come out. The most interesting man in the world, the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF advertisement. And I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are many others that are coming out. And, all these guys want to be in line. All these guys want to be ready to move first out of the gate once that does get approved. So anyway, wanted to thank Chad Steingraber here and ISO 20022. Let's do it for posting that. Now, Fred Krueger. He brought up a very interesting point here. Best line from the Saylor interview. Okay, about the Bitcoin ETF. There are a bunch of people, this is a quote, there are a bunch of people, retirees, who will pick up the phone and say, put 5% of my assets in Bitcoin. It will be a 15-second phone call and they will hang up. Now think about that for a second and let that simmer, ruminate on that. He goes on to say, this is exactly why this ETF changes everything. My dad is exactly one of those retirees who did this in 2020. It took him 15 days to get Bitcoin, not 15 seconds. He tried Coinbase, but the KYC failed. So then he tried another exchange. And then at the end of the day, he finally said, something this hard is never going to work. Remember, guys, when we first started in this learning curve trying to buy cryptos, how difficult it was, which cryptos to buy. Oh my goodness. And it was only because we were that interested that we figured it out. But think about it. Most people don't care. They just want it to be easy. So Krueger goes on to say, Bitcoiners underestimate that the process of getting signed up to Coinbase itself is beyond the attention span of most boomers. Almost forget non-custodial wallets, seed phrases, plates, multi-sig, or any of that. Ease of use does not guarantee a wall of money, but ease of use combined with the bull market means TradeFi will come along for the ride. And that means inviting an elephant into your living room. It tends to break things, crashing the market up. So, I mean, to make a long story short, I guess, what this is going to mean, the ease of use, people onboarding into products that are tied to Bitcoin. You heard Anthony Pompliano in that earlier interview, how much money is going to be flooding into this thing. And guys, this is what most people don't realize. So, if we are in fact going to see a market crash, crypto might correct a little bit, but I don't think it'll be as deep as some of those traditional assets. Again, I think we're still waiting right now for some negative news. I mean, me personally, I'm waiting for the officials to say, we're going to hold off on the Bitcoin ETF. At that point, I'm buying, and not necessarily Bitcoin. For my Patreon subscribers, you will be getting the inside scoop of what I am deciding to buy. I do have money on the side. I will be purchasing more crypto, and I'm going to be posting a video when I make those trades and posting them within 10 minutes of those trades if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm trading. On top of that, guys, we've got more news like this. Elon Musk says X payments are launching in mid-2024. So, just to kind of piggyback on this new crypto environment, Elon Musk is not waiting. The world's only free speech centralized social media platform is getting a makeover next year and will begin to act as a payment processor, just like China's WeChat app that Musk long sought to emulate. So as we know, Elon Musk has always said, I want to make the X platform a one-stop shop where you can, custody your crypto and use it for payments, so on and so forth. X users will be able to send money back and forth on the app and ultimately send the money back to their bank accounts. Many believe that this will revolutionize the content creator economy on X, while Elon Musk has remarked that he wants to change into a brain and financial platform distinct from other social media options. So that is apparently going to launch mid-2024, so only about 6 months away, guys. This is also going to be at the height of the crypto bull run, too. So very, very planned, I think, precise timing here on Elon Musk's behalf. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for pointing that out. On top of which, we've been getting these predictions for 2024, and considering this is going to be the first full, I think, bull run year, similar to what 2020 was in the last cycle, we should be getting excited about predictions like these. Michael Branch bringing this to our attention with regards to Ripple's SVP. He predicts banks will embrace crypto's revenue growth and customer benefits. So all pointing to more cryptocurrency adoption. Eric Van Miltenberg, Ripple's SVP for Strategic Initiatives, foresees a new finance era, or rather a new era of finance emerging as the market approaches 2024. Van Miltenberg highlights the convergence of traditional finance, or TradeFi, and decentralized finance, DeFi solutions, a trend that is expected to accelerate in the coming months and years. And guys, here's a quote. We've already started to witness the convergence of TradeFi and DeFi solutions, a pattern that will only accelerate over the coming months and years. 5 years ago, crypto was considered a dirty word by global financial institutions. Yet, in the past 12 months, we've seen these same players show more interest than ever in harnessing the power of blockchain. So it was only a matter of time. Luckily for us, we are engaged. We have cost averaged down our XRP, or at least I hope we have at this point in time. Put it down in the comments if you guys know what your cost average for XRP is. I've cost averaged mine down to just over 17 cents, about 17.5 cents. So yes, all the XRP I hold, well, my majority bag is cost averaged at 17 cents, already in profit, but guys, looking to make more all the way up. And so, this broader mainstream adoption of cryptocurrencies, this is what is really going to help the price really propel to soar to new highs. Of course, getting over that all-time high hump in the spec market is going to be a huge milestone, I think, for XRP holders. We are going to be so relieved once XRP gets past $3.35 or whatever it is. But it's going to be the liquidity and the real-world utility that really helps the XRP token maintain those high prices. Sears noted that companies such as PayPal, MasterCard, JP Morgan, and Citi have already taken steps in this direction. But with the thawing of crypto winter and increased interest from legacy players, tech giants like Amazon, Uber, and Apple are expected to integrate crypto and blockchain into their businesses. So guys, more integration. They mentioned Brazil here. Also, mid-2024, we're seeing more developments happening in Brazil, another country that has a lot of Ripple integration. So I wanted to thank Michael Branch for posting that. Also, an interesting poll here from 24 Hours Crypto. Holy crap. Talk about a prediction. He posted this on the 20th, okay? He said, crazy to think that in 2024, a U.S. bank will go public about utilizing XRP. Which bank will announce it first? And an overwhelming majority of the XRP community has said Bank of America. And then what happens, guys? The next day, very next day, Ripple says it here. A major U.S. retailer will accept a cryptocurrency as a form of payment, allowing Americans the ability to use blockchain-based payments for everyday purchases. At this point, it is bound to happen. It is only a matter of time. So I wanted to thank 24 Hours Crypto for posting that. Yesterday, I did a short video, or rather a segment, on the SHX token. And I didn't know so many of you guys in the XRP community were already invested in this particular project. Part of FedNow and recognized by the World Bank. This will not stay under a cent for long. So, the other day I was talking about it, and if you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here. Well, check out the price action, at least over the last year or so. So we've been in a bear market, and it has been steadily under a penny. Well, it has rallied a little bit, still under a cent though, guys, 0.0023. I'm keeping a close eye on this project. Thingold here posted this, okay, another Stronghold video. You asked, so I'll keep them coming. So elaborating on the Natcha link, take a look at this video from SHX's CEO. Who's in this alliance with SHX? Very, very interesting, considering their connection to FedNow. And take a look at all these banks. Listen to this.
We're honored to share that Stronghold has joined Natcha's Payment Innovation Alliance. Natcha is the governing association for the Automated Clearinghouse Network, the largest payment system in the United States and rapidly growing in volume. The Alliance's work is very relevant to us because Stronghold has been building ACH on-ramps for merchants that enable customers to make retail payments directly from their bank accounts. I'm excited to collaborate with some impressive payment industry participants on supporting ACH access and interoperability.
ACH access, interoperability, a connection to Ripple. Ripple has invested in Stronghold. They invested in them back in 2020. So another great clip here from Thingle here. Wanted to thank him for posting that. And I also wanted to point this to your attention too, since Binance and CZ had their issue, okay? This website has been tracking XRP into Binance, okay? Binance is actually accumulating at this point in time more XRP than ever before. So XRP total is in and around 3 billion XRP. That is 3% of total supply, 3.007. Their initial amount, 2.940 billion. So that is an increase of about 2.27%. So I don't know what this means, but it is an interesting observation here from Kashta. Why is Binance accumulating more XRP? Things that make you go, For sure, definitely. I mean, I don't know what their plans are for the future. They've been under a lot of pressure as of late, so maybe they're looking to pivot their strategy so that they can do more business. Their initial approach was to just become as big as possible and take up large swaths of the global crypto economy, which they were very successful at until regulators started coming down on Binance. Now CZ has stepped down, but the accumulation of the XRP, very, very interesting. Sento Sumo Saba here also pointing this out. One of the reasons this research is significant is currently there are 1,093 coins and 2,011 trading pairs available on Uniswap. So Uniswap has been one of the big players running on Ethereum. 24-hour volume is reported to be 1.1 billion. So Uniswap, the incumbent, and the XRP Ledger, the challenger here. Automated market maker on XRP Ledger. Research reveals the XRPL AMM leveraging or harvesting market volatility outperforms Uniswap in slippage and in permanent loss reduction. So is it of any surprise the XRP Ledger is a superior technology? Our testing and evaluation of proposed XRPL AMM compares its performance against established players like Uniswap. Our evaluation results reveal that the XRPL AMM leveraging market volatility outperforms Uniswap in various areas, including slippage and impermanent loss reduction, the pace of price synchronization, and overall operational efficiency. So this just reported a couple of days ago on the 21st of December, 2023, as you guys can see here. So another great observation by Crypto Eri on Twitter. Not only that, researchers include Paulo Tasca, the co-founder of Quant, who also made this point clear. Our research at DLT Science and UK CBT org on AMM is seminal for benchmarking various solutions in this space. As of now, the XRPL AMM standard excels in several aspects compared to traditional AMM solutions, including Uniswap, who is the incumbent player, guys. So it's looking like the XRPL, through empirical evidence, is becoming now, whether it's favored or not, I don't know. There is still politics that are going to be involved, but guys, it is clear superior technology on top of having a stellar promotional team is what's going to get XRP usage off the ground. These are still very, very early stages. XRP price still, I think, a steal of a deal. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.